Hello, my lovely Atlantis Scalar peeps. I want to share with you a new discovery I've had, and it's not a sponsorship or anything. I'm not getting paid nothing. Neuralink by Brain MD. It has L-tyrosine, which is a building block for dopamine, and it has GABA, which is basically how Xanax works. On the GABA, it's a neurotransmitter. Then there's L-glutamate, L-taurine, and 5-HTP. That is the building block for serotonin. Plus, it also has a very important cofactor in the manufacturing of these, and as a chemical reaction, vitamin B6. So a relative of mine started taking this, and he said he feels better than normal. He was kind of dysphoric, and now he's just fine. He had such anxiety. And so, I've had other people take it, and it's just like life-changing. Now, not everybody can take this. For example, you cannot take it when you're on antidepressants like SNRIs or SSRIs. You would have to taper off slowly under doctor's direction off of these before you could take this, because it has a building block for serotonin, and you don't want to overload on serotonin because that will give you serotonin syndrome, which can be dangerous, unusually. It's very unusual to be fatal, but it still could happen. So you don't want to do that. But anyway, so I actually tapered off of my antidepressants and started this, and I feel I feel alive for the first time in a long time. I mean, true joy is something I can actually feel. Now, antidepressants normally will flatten your affect and give you this like, who cares kind of attitude. That's not depression per se, but it's just like, I don't know, you feel kind of numb. And so that's why I wanted to try to get off of them and try this. And it's not for everybody, but if you do try this, I really need you to check in with your healthcare provider first. Don't do this on your own. That's all I want to say about that. And if you do take that and get off it's great for anxiety, for tolerating stress. That's a biggie. You can read some of the reviews. It's on Amazon too. So just read through those reviews and look at the good and the bad. It's almost all good, I think. But anyway, it's important that you do your studying, your research before you embark on that journey. Now, we're going to continue reading. Now thank God we're through the hard part. The first 3 chapters were brutal. Anyway, this is chapter 4, crossing over and meeting loved ones. So I'd said my goodbyes. My body was taken care of. I'd processed all the thoughts and emotions that were coming at me, and I didn't really know where else to go except back to the house. I focused on going there, but instead of just showing up like I did when I thought about going somewhere, something totally different and unexpected happened. I felt myself moving. It was a weird sensation. It wasn't like my feet hit the floor one after the other. It wasn't like I felt the wind blowing across me or the scenery passing me by like you'd expect if you were moving forward. There were none of the usual visuals like you get when you're driving in a car or walking down the street. This kind of disturbed me. No, it more like alarmed me because I wasn't expecting it. Where the fuck was I going? And was someone pulling me there? Was it some sort of weird ass force of nature, like a giant magnet, or maybe some sort of being with a huge cosmic fishing pole? Then I felt this airiness, like you'd feel on a roller coaster ride, right when you come over the peak, and right when it comes over the peak and drops. I felt stuck in that moment. My stomach, or what used to be my stomach, it's hard to explain how bodily feelings get felt after death. It's a bit like phantom limb pain. I guess you still feel the feelings. It's just that your actual body's not around anymore. Anyway, it felt like it was being lifted up, and a weightless ease filled me. My thoughts, this consciousness that was rolling through my head that made me aware of what was happening, were also coming from my chest, which wasn't what I was used to. As humans, we designate stuff like our thoughts are in our head, and our emotions are in our heart, and our heart is in our chest. My emotions and thoughts were both in that unified central location in my chest. And as I was being pulled, the emotions I mostly felt were curiosity mixed with nervousness. Everything seemed to happen quickly, like a blink, a long, casual blink, like when you're tired. Suddenly I felt warm, like I was in this really nice warm bath, but the warmth was all over me. I felt it on the inside, I felt it on the outside. I was absorbing the warmth, but I wasn't breathing it in. Well, I wasn't breathing it at all since spirits don't need oxygen, but you get the idea. Then I saw a white light around me. Yeah, you do see a white light, no fucking joke, but it's not like the white tunnel of light people expect when you cross over. It was like I was moving across this huge white room with a white floor. For some reason, the light comforted me. It eased my nervousness a little bit, but not all the way. There were no smells or sounds, though, and I didn't see anyone. I thought there'd be at least some angel playing a harp on a cloud, but nope, just silence and whiteness. Stop there. All right. Thank you for listening, people, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, because guess what? You deserve it. I love you all. Be sure you subscribe to the newsletter so you don't miss any of our sales, because I ask Eric every single week, do you want to do a sale? No. Yes. Okay. Yes. What do you want to do? So yeah, you don't want to miss those. So many people have, unfortunately. But also be sure you subscribe to this channel. Don't want you to miss anything. Bye. Love you.